Eastern suited on the guns and open. Kind of sucks with these two aggressive players on my left, like Play It Smart, who's a pretty good regular, I think. On this board, I'm just going to c-bet into these guys. I don't think Unknown Prosky's going to make any big plays here deep with homies behind, and on this board, it's just not the board texture for him to play back. Pretty happy betting my hand here, only really concerned about ace-2, ace-5, pocket 5s, pocket 2s. Think he would have squeezed a lot of better aces here. He ends up raising me in position, which like I really just don't believe. I think he has a lot of flush draws in his range, so I'm just going to call and yeah, hope to. I mean, like when I call here, I could call out of position here with a flush draw from time to time as well, so like I'm not too concerned. But yeah, like when he raises me here, I just rate his range a lot more towards like draws and like even like King Jack or whatever, some random kind of just whatever hand. On this turn, I mean, I think like everything beats me now, besides ace-2 and ace-5, but I think he can check back those hands some of the time. So I think the turn's just a check fold, even though we did pick up 2 pair. But yeah, I expect him to like squeeze like ace-queen and even ace-jack there a decent amount of the time, so like I don't think he's raising for thin value. Like, I think it'd be a pretty stupid spot to raise my undergun range for thin value there anyway. So yeah, he's left with like flush draws, random air raises, and you know, those ace-2, ace-5, pocket 2s, pocket 5s type hands. So yeah, my plan there would have probably been check call flop and call flop and turn on non-hearts and expect him to check back the river when it misses. And I'd probably play all my sets and stuff the same way, just checking out of position. Yeah, like when it's 3-way, it's hard for me to just min 3-bet, which is like my standard for a lot of the time with most of my hands there. It's just like click it back to him. Table 2, just betting the turn for value with like 9s, 7s, and stuff like that. Some draws that he could potentially call with. Probably actually don't mind checking the turn here to get a bet out of all his floats and stuff. That probably won't call this turn. And if he checks back, we can always, like, you know, bet the river small for value versus the other hands that I said. So I think maybe it might be a check back there. Oh, sorry, a check on the turn in that spot. And I'm not just saying that because the hand played out how it did. I think I just acted a bit too fast there. Table 4. I think we can call here versus short stack and be pretty happy if we hit an ace or an 8. And on this type of board, I'm just going to min raise him when he bets the flop. Against old Jude, going to check raise because I think he calls all his 6x, and I don't like my check raise things with deep. This is a bad play on table 3. I mean, I do have 2s, 3s, 6s in my range, and I will get some folds some of the time, but I don't like the check raise being that deep. 100 big blinds, think it's fine. And yeah, on here, I'd min raise, like, you know, my value hands here as well versus Naha, the short stack. I think it's a good play because he can call sometimes, then we get C-free turns and rivers, and if he shoves, it's not the end of the world. We just have ace high. So I don't think he shoves like King Jack and stuff there when I min raise. And if I did happen to see him do that when I raise the value hand, I can obviously widen my value range like heaps there and just min raise, like if I have 9x, whatever. But then again, I probably would just min raise. I probably would have, like, I called with ace-8, and like I said, I'd be pretty happy stacking off with an 8 there. Like if the board, you know, I think it was like 9x something, but yeah, if it was like 8x whatever, like 8-7 suited with something else, I'd be pretty happy just clicking it back and calling a shove, because yeah, he can shove some flush draws and even some worse pairs, thinking that I'm doing that with a decent amount, which I was that time. But yeah, I'm not really sure of Nahar's range. I mean, I know some other short stackers, but I haven't played that much with this guy. Table 1, I think about cold 4 betting, but I just won't. I don't really know too much about Button's opening range and the small blind's 3 betting range. So yeah, I mean, if I had stats, then that could become a cold 4 bet there for sure. Table 2 just going to fold.